The Titan of Industry, the lasting impact of John D. Rockefeller. John D. Rockefeller, one of the most influential figures in the history of American industry and finance, was born on July 8, 1839, in Richford, New York. As the founder of Standard Oil Company, Rockefeller played a pivotal role in shaping the modern petroleum industry. His business practices, philanthropy, and legacy continue to influence the economic landscape today. This story delves into his life, exploring how his innovations and strategies left an indelible mark on the world. Early life and entrepreneurial beginnings. John Davison Rockefeller was born into a modest family. His father, William Avery Rockefeller, was a traveling salesman, and his mother, Eliza Davison, was a devout Baptist who instilled in him the values of hard work and frugality. From an early age, Rockefeller displayed a keen business sense and a strong work ethic. He began working at the age of 16 as an assistant bookkeeper, earning $50 for his first 3 months of work. This experience laid the foundation for his understanding of finance and management. In 1859, at the age of 20, Rockefeller entered the oil business by investing in a Cleveland refinery. The timing was fortuitous as it coincided with the Pennsylvania oil rush, which marked the beginning of the American oil industry. Rockefeller quickly recognized the potential of the burgeoning oil market and sought to establish a more efficient and profitable operation. Founding of Standard Oil. In 1870, Rockefeller founded the Standard Oil Company with his business partners, including his brother William, Henry Flagler, and Samuel Andrews. Rockefeller's vision was to create an integrated oil company that controlled every aspect of the business, from extraction to distribution. This approach, known as vertical integration, allowed Standard Oil to reduce costs, improve efficiency, and outcompete rivals. Standard Oil's growth was meteoric. By the late 1870s, it controlled approximately 90% of the U.S. refining capacity and a substantial portion of its oil pipelines. Rockefeller achieved this dominance through a combination of innovation, strategic acquisitions, and aggressive business practices. He introduced cost-cutting measures, negotiated favorable rates with railroads, and acquired competitors to consolidate his market position. Business practices and controversy. Rockefeller's business practices were both innovative and controversial. He utilized tactics such as predatory pricing, secret deals with railroads, known as rebates, and the acquisition of competitors to maintain Standard Oil's dominance. These practices led to widespread criticism and accusations of monopolistic behavior. One of the most notable examples of Rockefeller's controversial tactics was the South Improvement Company scheme. In the early 1870s, Standard Oil and several railroads formed a secret alliance to fix transportation rates and offer rebates to Standard Oil, disadvantaging smaller competitors. The scheme was eventually exposed and met with public outrage, leading to its dissolution. Despite the controversies, Rockefeller's impact on the oil industry was undeniable. He standardized oil production, improved refining techniques, and established a reliable supply chain. These innovations not only lowered the cost of oil, but also made it more accessible to consumers, fueling the growth of industries and the economy. Philanthropy and legacy. In the latter part of his life, Rockefeller focused on philanthropy, donating a significant portion of his wealth to various causes. He believed in the gospel of wealth, the idea that the rich had a moral obligation to use their wealth for the greater good. His philanthropic efforts were far-reaching and had a lasting impact on education, medicine, and scientific research. Rockefeller founded the University of Chicago in 1890, contributing over $80 million to its establishment and development. His support transformed the university into one of the leading academic institutions in the world. He also established the Rockefeller Institute for Medical Research, now Rockefeller University, in 1901, which became a pioneer in biomedical research. One of his most significant contributions was the founding of the Rockefeller Foundation in 1913. The foundation aimed to promote the well-being of humanity and supported initiatives in public health, education, and the arts. Its efforts led to major advancements such as the development of vaccines, the eradication of diseases like hookworm and yellow fever, and the improvement of agricultural practices in developing countries. The breakup of Standard Oil. Rockefeller's success and the dominance of Standard Oil eventually attracted the attention of the US government. In 1911, after years of legal battles, the Supreme Court ruled that Standard Oil was an illegal monopoly and ordered its dissolution. The company was broken up into 34 smaller companies, many of which went on to become major players in the oil industry, such as ExxonMobil and Chevron. Ironically, the breakup of Standard Oil made Rockefeller even wealthier. As a major shareholder, he received significant holdings in the new companies, whose combined value eventually exceeded that of Standard Oil before the breakup. This windfall cemented his status as one of the richest individuals in history. Personal life and character. Beyond his business and philanthropic achievements, Rockefeller's personal life and character were noteworthy. He was known for his disciplined lifestyle, strong work ethic, and devout religious beliefs. Despite his immense wealth, he lived relatively modestly and avoided ostentatious displays of wealth. He was deeply involved in his church and adhered to a strict moral code. Rockefeller's commitment to philanthropy was also reflected in his personal interactions. He was known for giving dimes to children he met, a practice that became a symbolic gesture of his belief in the importance of saving and financial prudence. This simple act endeared him to many and contrasted with the ruthless image often associated with his business dealings. Impact on modern business practices. John D. Rockefeller's influence extends beyond the oil industry to modern business practices and corporate management. His emphasis on efficiency, cost control, and vertical integration set new standards for industrial operations. Many of the strategies he employed are now fundamental principles in corporate strategy and management. Rockefeller's approach to philanthropy also set a precedent for future generations of wealthy individuals. His belief in using wealth for societal good inspired other industrialists, such as Andrew Carnegie, to engage in large-scale philanthropy. Today, many of the world's richest individuals and families continue this tradition, contributing to a wide range of causes and initiatives. Criticism and reassessment. Despite his contributions, Rockefeller's legacy is not without criticism. His business practices, particularly during the early years of Standard Oil, have been described as ruthless and monopolistic. Critics argue that his tactics stifled competition, exploited workers, and prioritized profits over ethical considerations. In recent years, there has been a reassessment of Rockefeller's impact, with historians and economists debating the balance between his contributions to industry and society and the negative aspects of his business practices. This nuanced view acknowledges the complexity of his legacy and the dual nature of his influence. Conclusion: the enduring legacy of John D. Rockefeller. John D. Rockefeller's life and career are a testament to the transformative power of innovation, determination, and strategic vision. As the founder of Standard Oil, he revolutionized the petroleum industry and established a model for modern corporate operations. His philanthropic efforts left a lasting impact on education, medicine, and scientific research, benefiting countless individuals and communities around the world. Rockefeller's legacy is a complex and multifaceted one, reflecting both the heights of industrial achievement and the ethical challenges inherent in business. His story serves as a reminder of the potential for both positive and negative impacts in the pursuit of success and underscores the enduring importance of balancing ambition with responsibility. Today, more than a century after his death, John D. Rockefeller's influence continues to be felt across industries and philanthropic endeavors. His contributions to the development of modern business practices and his commitment to using wealth for the greater good remain relevant and inspiring, offering valuable lessons for future generations of leaders and innovators.